This artificial intelligence stock is really interesting. So first off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of today by liking and subscribing. So I have two AI portfolios. Now one is called Business AI / Machine Learning, 55-ish% here from the low, but we have seen almost 30% pullback. Then I have Social AI Machine Learning, which is substantially outperforming here from the low. So here we have the Business AI Machine Learning stocks. C3.Ai, it's an AI platform, 13% here from the low, but it's been through a pretty brutal sell-off, which could open up some opportunities. So here is the website. This is Enterprise AI, solving the previously unsolvable. So unify all your data, build AI models, deploy critical applications. So 849 unique enterprise and extra price source data integrations, 4.8 million AI models in use. So they run AI models at scale for powerful predictions across the most complex organizations, 1.7 billion predictions per day. So they offer more than 20 pre-built industry-specific AI applications to optimize critical processes. Yeah, this is really interesting. This is a very strong, megatrend. It definitively is the future. But when it comes to anything that is very innovative and almost futuristic, it will be very difficult for the market to really find the price of the stock, because it's complicated. It's a completely different business model. The thing is that this is the chart. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but we see here it is brutally bearish. Recently, there's been a much more even battle between the bulls and the bears. When we go here to the daily data points, then you could make the case that we are forming something that looks, a lot like one of those inverse head and shoulders pattern. So we have a bit of a messy shoulder ahead, and this could be the right shoulder. So that is a bullish technical pattern. These blue arrows show that we are also at horizontal support. What is a bit bearish here is this 50-day moving average, which is pretty clear resistance. So here we have the indicators to the right. Let's just jump to the daily data points because we don't really have that much data. Looking here at accumulation distribution, definitively still bearish. MACD has seen some improvement. RSI, during previous rallies, it's definitively been higher. Looking here at the correlation with the S&P 500, it is minus 72% and minus 13% here with the 10-year yield. But I think that the key event here technically is in the chart. The seasonality, we don't really have anything here because we only have one full year of data. So let's jump over the seasonality. Here in Finviz, we do have price targets. So the stock is currently at $50.12. When we look at some of the recent price targets here for 2021, I mean, there's quite a few. All of the price targets are significantly above the current stock price. And if we compare, with the latest one from Needham, which is $146, they imply, 191% upside, which is definitively bullish. When we go to Sachs, we do have a number 4, sell, which is bearish. D-value, F growth, F momentum, industry rank, bottom 13%, but they have this very broad category of industry, computer, IT services. Market cap, $5.18 billion US. So there is some size here. Okay. So if I were to sum up my take here for this stock, I think that there's more reasons to be bullish than bearish. We have formed, a relatively nice floor here. There's a much more even battle between the bulls and the bears, and the bulls are gaining more leverage. This is part of a very interesting megatrend. Business, AI, machine learning. It's very hard to become bearish on that long term, and we are at a key level. So I think the stars are aligning themselves a bit here. The price targets are substantially above the current stock price, so there's a lot of pessimism currently. And this is also one of those more pure play AI stocks, because a lot of the AI companies out there, they do also do AI, but their bread and butter is something else. So I do really like the focus that this company has. So yes, taking it all together, I think the bullish case is speaking louder than the bearish one. As far as looking at risk goes, I would not want to see us break this key level here. So let's measure from the current place to that. That's 6-ish% below the current stock price. 6% stop. Some would say it's a bit wide. But then again, I think that at some point you just need to have a stop as well. Because if we do break, these horizontal support levels, it really wouldn't be ideal, because we would then go from a situation where the bullish momentum is improving to it deteriorating, and then there is the risk that there could be more downside. Here you can see the updated data for the Megatrend portfolios versus the S&P 500, and we are at 2.4x outperformance. So there is definitively alpha in thematic investing.